在海洋馆的展示区中，可以看到南加州近海常见的海洋生物，包括小型鲨鱼、虾、蟹、海星、水母等等，让学生了解南加州海岸线的生物以及生态环境。
Right now, we're in the at-sea learning center, so it's one of really our three main learning centers on our main campus. And through the course of any day, we can see kindergarten students, again, all the way up through the college level.
Oh, wow.
And we've really designed programs under a unique model, and it's really getting the students here through an immersive experience. And then they're going to go through these unique, very hands-on activities where they're in small student groups led by our teachers, and they get to go through different activities depending on that are grade level, age appropriate, and then of course appropriate for the actual content of the program. These are schooling fish, these anchovies and sardines, right? And these are primarily Pacific sardines. Present the students with the question is, why could they put these types of fish, this species of fish, in this size of a tank, this shape? Why does it work?
Yeah.
You know, what are their, again, their natural adaptations, the things that they're physically built with, and then their behaviors. Does this work? Would it work with all other fish in the ocean? This is a natural behavior for them. So they're going to want to be in this constant motion, in this large group. It's a natural behavior for them. Well, one of the great things about this little area is, again, it's not only highlighting a wonderful local species, these moon jellies, but it gives us an opportunity to talk about not only adaptations and behaviors, but the marine life cycle and food cycle, food chain, food web that these animals might be in.
There's new different sort of jellyfish or moon jelly. It's like,
some people are very quick to figure it out. Others, it might take a little bit of time. But you know, it's really speaking to ecological awareness and environmental impact that we as humans can have. Something, you know, as straightforward as a plastic bag, a clear plastic bag floating in the ocean, could be viewed as a food source. Particularly sea turtles love to eat jellies. And unfortunately, you know, this is something that occurs for a lot of different species, misidentifying a lot of different things in the ocean. So when we do pollute, when we do inadvertently get things into the ocean, those animals will identify it as food, swallow it, and oftentimes you know, face very dire consequences, most oftentimes either injury or death, because they're ingesting not real food, they're ingesting plastics and all these other things.
This is a great exhibit. You really see the point of doing this and you're like, oh, that's right. That makes sense.
Our Ecology Learning Center, where we are right now, is really our home base for our kindergarten through third grade programs. So again, you know, very young kids coming through from all over Southern California. But what about on the weekends, families, and even during the summer when we're running our public summer camps? These are kids that get to experience this type of activity, maybe just for a half an hour or less than that. But look at all of the different animals that they can see, that they get the opportunity
say
to
hi.
touch, right?
Yeah.
And again, just get a real upfront and personal view and moment with all these different animals, whether we're talking about sea stars or urchins or sea cucumbers or even giant kelp out there that we can find in our local waters. It's going to be a unique experience for all those kids. Yeah, and this is one that oftentimes the kids are very intimidated about touching because, they do have these very hard spines, which are going to be ideal for protection out there in their natural environment. But we say as long as, again, you use that two-finger touch, nice and gentle, you know, you're going to be fine. These are really interesting. Yeah, these are really interesting ones. These are the bat star.
I love
So this
them.
is another common species out there that we would find. And we can also talk about, again, things like, well, are there differences in the numbers of arms that they have? Oh, how many do we see here compared to that one? Are there ears? Are there eyes? Different things like that. And so these are all questions that we can...
Are there ears? Do they have ears?
They don't.
They don't,
Right.
But they have mouth.
They do have a mouth, and the mouth, right, is on that underside as well. Very similar to where it would be on a sea urchin. This is Gracie. This is a California gray whale. She was beached up in Huntington Beach, so about 20 miles north of here in the late 70s. And unfortunately, doing what a whale shouldn't be doing is getting a suntan on the beach. And she was about 1.5 years when she passed away. But ever since then, we've been very fortunate to see her. And, you know, California gray whales are very iconic. And, you know, our research vessel, the Sea Explorer, you know, during the week, is pretty much going out for our school programs. But again, on those Saturday and Sunday public experiences, we'll go out on whale watching trips.
Oh, nice.
And depending on the season, gray whales are going to be the ones that we see most often because they're making that migration from Alaska, the Bering Sea, all the way down to Baja and back.
所以有机会的话呢，来到 Dana Point 呢，他们也有这个所谓的这个鲸鱼观赏的这个旅程哦。那么这边的这个海岸线，你不用跑太远，就可以看到很多很棒的这些海洋生物、海洋动物哦。真的是很棒。我们稍微休息一下，广告过后马上回来。
广告过后，带您一游圣塔莫尼卡码头水族馆，我们一会见。